They've agreed to give us 15 minutes. Just you and me. If there's anything you need to tell me, you need to tell me right now.
Look, I have been framed. It's clear as day. It's all a big coincidence. You of all people should understand this.
It's not looking good, Lloyd. This whole thing has turned into a huge mess. How did you get involved in this? Why didn't you call me earlier?
They snatched my phone and without any queries they treated me like a criminal. I'm a doctor for God's sake. Is this the treatment I deserve? Look, it should all be resolved soon, right? I am not sure how much more of this I can handle.
But it's all very suspicious, Lloyd. You were the first person found in the vicinity of the body. That makes you a prime suspect.
Look, man, I'm innocent. You have to believe me. I was just found there, wasn't I? What evidence is there that I am the murderer?
I understand that, Lloyd. I've known you from almost 20 years now. I wouldn't dream of accusing you of this.
But that is not what the other officers think, do they? They're all convinced. They think I am the freak behind this horrible crime. I see it in their eyes. They think I am guilty.
And that's why I am here now, aren't I? I have passed through all sorts of barriers to procure the post of lead investigator for this case. I am here to clear your name, Lloyd. But you have to help me out. Look, I've switched off the camera. You can tell me anything. The truth will always prevail.
Yes, I want to help you. Name it. What do you need? Just somehow get me out of this mess.
Look, I know I'm not allowed to discuss this with you, but I just finished reading the case report. The victim was a female, aged between 28 to 32 years old. Time of death was around 12 hours ago. She suffered massive internal bleeding due to injuries she sustained in a beating. Her abdomen was punctured several times with a point object. Her face was completely severed, and that's why we have not been able to identify the victim. As of now, we're just waiting for the DNA test results to come back in. There's a possibility that the murderer might have left some traces behind. But until it comes back, the investigation will stay inconclusive because there's a complete lack of other physical evidence.
DNA test. By when can we expect that?
It should be on its way. It should be here any time now.
But what do I do until then? I'm afraid I won't be able to get out of this anymore. I'm a doctor. Spent my entire life saving people. How can I be behind all this? I've been framed.
Is there anyone you suspect? Anyone capable of all this?
No. But I have a sincere request. You know how Cynthia gets worried when I'm home very late, right? Well, I've been here quite a while. So can you please let me call home?
Call? You're the prime suspect of a murder case of terrifying proportion. The only way they'll let you walk out of here is with a conviction or an acquittal.
There's got to be something you can do.
I'll tell you what. I'll send 2 patrolmen down to the house to check up on her.
But you know when...
Don't worry. I'll make sure she's safe and sound.
Thanks, man.
I remember the other day when I'd come home for the barbecue. Cynthia took really good care of Lana. Listen, I need you to send 2 patrolmen to this address. Are you writing this down? Number 39, 3rd Main, Normandy Avenue. You'll find a woman in the house alone there. Escort her to a safe house immediately. Let her know I sent you. Charge them to Captain Matthew.
I really don't know what I would have done without you here.
They'll keep her safe. I'll make sure of it. You're lucky to have a wife like Cynthia. I remember you telling me you wanted to be a father. Yes, this is Matthew. Tell me, sir. Everything in the house is done? Yes, the usual. Just leave the keys below the mat when you're done. Anna isn't home yet. She must be running late from violin practice. Although she's never been this late before. She must have stayed back a little longer. I'll tell you what. Just leave a note asking her to call me when she gets back. Daro's home.
How's little Anne?
She's fine, but this is the third time that girl has not come home on time this week. I'll have a talk with her when she gets back. But first, let's get you out of all of this. Help me piece together all the facts of the case. You were found near the body, right? Did you see anyone else in the vicinity?
Come to think of it, I did see someone. Not too tall. He was wearing a black jacket. Yes, why didn't I think of this sooner?
This is great. Tell me more. Did you get a good look at his face?
No. It was too dark. But he was about 5'8" and he wore a black hooded jacket and he ran east towards where the body was found.
Alright. I'll look into this. I'll put Steve on this. He's my best guy. He always gets me some answers. Listen, Steve, get over here. I need you to cross-reference all cameras pointing towards Vermont Avenue from 7 to 9 p.m. I want visuals on everyone there, straight from walking briskly to sprinting. I want all their details, Steve. Their name, address, if they have a relative, down to their pet dog's name. I want to know all about it. Get it done quick, Steve.
Thanks, Matthew. I really appreciate this. There's no way I'm capable of something as heinous as taking another man's life. You know me since we were 12. We used to walk back from school every evening. I could barely stand up to Kenneth, who stole my lunch all throughout school, until you straightened him out for me. You know me better than any investigator that's going to walk through that door. I always knew you'll always have my back.
I know, which is why I'm here. I'll make sure I get you out of this. I promise. Yes, this is Matthew.
So, we have an update from Normandy Avenue.
Did you find the woman?
So we got here 5 minutes ago. The door was unlocked, but nobody was home, sir.
And then, is the house secured?
Yes, sir, but we found no traces of the missus.
Are you sure? Keep looking. Set up a perimeter search.
So, but we did find something, sir.
Get to the point.
So we found a body.
Oh, Cynthia. I don't believe this.
Sir, I hope you're sitting down for this. It's your daughter, Anna, sir. We found a school identity card around the vicinity. She seemed to be murdered and her face was ripped off.
Anna can't be dead. She's just late from violin practice.
So, we also found a violin near the body. It is Anna, sir. I'm so sorry.
can't believe this.
I swear, Lord, if I find this guy, I mean, when I find this guy, I'll make him bleed. I can't take this.
I'm sorry for your loss, Matthew. I'm here for you, my friend.
Captain, the DNA report has just come in, Captain.
Not now.
Sir, I think you want to listen to this. The woman's DNA matches one in our database. One Cynthia Anderson.
What? Come again?
Yes, sir, Cynthia Anderson. The DNA we found on her body belongs to the spouse of our prime suspect.
Now listen here, Lloyd. This isn't fun and games anymore. This isn't the third grade anymore. And I'm not covering for you anymore. I'm asking you this straight up. Man to man. Are you or are you not involved in these murders? Did you even look into her eyes when you took her life? Did you? Did you remember all the times she ran into your arms calling you Uncle Lloyd? You're supposed to be a bloody dog! Shut the hell up!
Don't you dare question my humanity. Yes, I am a doctor. But things change. Takes more than a few familiar years to mean something to someone. Do you remember? Back in college when we escaped those cops and we nearly avoided going to jail? We made ourselves a promise that day. That no matter who came in our way, we'll have each other's backs. You know what? Back then, I really believed it. I thought that this guy will always have my back and would never betray me, not in a million years.
What are you talking about?
You and my wife!
Me? And Cynthia? What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, you and Cynthia, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All those late nights, the truth will always prevail, right? She confessed to me yesterday. Yes, we were planning to have a baby. And yes, she was pregnant. I was the happiest man on earth. I was going to be a father. But then, when she told me about your affair, the entire equation changed. 4 years, really? And you question my humanity? You slept with your best friend's wife for that long without questioning your own. How do I take that? My best friend, who stood beside me my entire life, has taken away the one thing that I love the most. All those nights when I asked her to check up on her because I was working here. I couldn't see her the same way again. without imagining your filthy hands all over a beautiful face. I was overcome with rage. So I tore that beautiful face off. The last person who had to see it had to be me. But then, I thought, my friend, my pal, how do I teach him a lesson? I saw things from a different perspective. I wasn't the same person anymore. When he's taken away the thing that I love the most, simple. Takeaways. Let me tell you. Killing your daughter was the hardest act to commit. To go and beg, cried and pleaded for her life. And that put a smile on my face. The look on his father's face when he realized little Anne was no more. Shut the hell up.
Matthew, it's fine. The cameras were off, Matthew. No one has seen this. This has to go. This shouldn't go this way. No one has seen this. We can handle this. Matt, no. Matt, we can handle it. Matt.